Everyone, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. I'm feeling lots of good energy in here this morning. So good morning to those who are gathered here in the sanctuary and to all who are joining us online. We begin with a musical prelude from John Mayhood. Welcome, friends, to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Charlottesville. My name is Reverend Tim Temerson. I'm pleased to be weaving worship this morning with Reverend Leah Derlin-Jones, Director of Music Scott DeVoe, accompanist John Mayhood, and the UU Congregation of Charlottesville Choir, who are back singing in the house. So it's good to have you back, choir. Yes, indeed. I think they've been spending the summer laying on a beach resting their vocal cords, so. This sanctuary was built over 70 years ago on land that was once the homeland of the Monacan people and that was once cared for by enslaved people from Africa and their descendants. We honor all who have dwelt here and all in our congregation whose lives led to this moment of our gathering. I invite us now to take a moment to greet others. Those online may unmute and say hello, and those here in the sanctuary or social hall are welcome to greet your neighbors, especially those you may not know.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Good to see you, Kathy. How's that ankle doing?
It's coming along. It's going to be a year. But I thought I was going to make it to church today, but not quite.
Hello from John and Vicki.
Hello.
Get my other
Hello,
glasses.
everyone. Good morning.
I see lots of people I know. Good morning, everyone.
Everybody's being pretty quiet.
Just a rainy, slow day.
We offer a special welcome to newcomers and invite you to join us for fellowship after the service in the social hall. Please feel free to use one of our red coffee mugs, which are for visitors. And today's kind of special, as you're going to hear a lot about. We're having a special event in the hall afterwards. So just join us. You don't want to miss it. It's just fabulous. So seating is also available in the social hall, where there is a live stream of the service. Everyone is welcome in the sanctuary, but if you need a roomier space, the social hall can be a good option. Many thanks to everyone helping us share worship both here and online. Greeters, ushers, the fabulous hospitality and logistics team, and of course, thanks to the great Rachel Buckland, who is up in the balcony taking care of everything. And now I would like to invite Kay Frazier to come forward to offer our greeting from the board.
Good morning. What a special place this is with all the special people. The board had our annual retreat yesterday. It was a day filled with grace, love, and caring. I can only hope that each of you experienced such a day with such loving, caring human beings. We also set the foundation for work for the coming year, most especially as we move forward to develop a strategic plan for our congregation. It was also a time of service. It was a time of us to care for each other, but also offer our time and our talent to the congregation. And today is a very, very special day because we get to celebrate all of our service and all of our contributions of time and talent. There are 30 groups set up in the social hall with a representative at each of those tables, so ready to welcome you to their group, their special service. Just stop by, see what they offer, see if it's something that you're interested in. There's 2 raffles to entice you. One is we have a passport to action, and pick it up before you go into the social hall. And if you visit at least 10 tables just to say hello, drop your passport into the raffle box, and you may be the winner of a prize at the end of the day. And for special enticement, the leadership table, which is the board, a member of the finance committee, nominating committee, stewardship steering committee, personnel committee. We have a raffle of our own, so how could you miss us? So come by, enter that raffle, say hello, talk to us. We're also always available for questions and any help that we can give you. So thank you. Thank you all for your service.
Thank you, Kay. When I saw Kay this morning, I said, so the prize, you drove it to church this morning. Where did you park it? Of course, it would be an electric vehicle, but I'm just kidding, of course. But so as Kay just alluded to, please stay after the service. Join us in the social hall for what we're calling our UUCville Service Fair. This is an opportunity for you to learn more about all that we do together here, to get more connected, to get more involved. And as you heard, there's food and prizes and a special musical appearance by the Green Grannies, who are in the house. Yes. The UUCville Ministry for Earth has registered our congregation for the Rivanna River Roundup on next Saturday morning from September 16th from 9:30 to 11. We've been asked to help clean up Meadow Creek. This is a family-friendly, multi-generational activity for ages 5 and older. Please, if you're interested in joining us, please stop by the the Ministry of Earth table at the service fair, and you can let them know that you'd like to participate, and they can give you more details. We are so excited to start another year of growth and learning here at UU Seville for all ages. Adult faith development classes are open for registration, and our children and youth religious education classes begin next week. Be sure to go online and register if you haven't already, or stop by the faith development table in the social hall for all the details. This morning is also the official opening of this month's art show with our own Alan Kindler. Alan, can you stand up, please? There's Alan back there. Alan's work is on display in our sanctuary for the rest of September. And, then I was supposed to say, Alan, stand up and wave. You don't have to do it again, that's okay. But after the service, you're invited to greet Alan and talk with him about his really wonderful, wonderful work. And now let us settle ourselves for worship.
Our call to worship this morning is by Molly Hausch Gordon, entitled Learning to Love This World. We gather together this morning tenderly, like drops of dew on a leaf of grass.
Hopefully, like gathered raindrops in a cloud.
Gleefully, like water rushing in a stream to the sea.
Deeply, like groundwater pulled up from a well.
We gather from every direction for another year of growth and depth, another year of companionship and hope, another year of learning to love this world.
We gather like the water that joins us across all of creation, the water that connects us within and without, merging and flowing across the entire world.
Come, let us celebrate and worship together. Is there anyone here who would like to light our chalice this morning? Yes, Michael Martin, please come forward. And as Michael lights the flame of our chalice this morning, I invite all of us to say our unison words of chalice lighting. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. And now let's say our words and use our hand motions. You start with your hand out flat like the matchbook and your finger is the match. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is a church of open minds. This is a church of helping hands. This is a church of loving hearts. I invite you now to please rise in body or spirit for our opening hymn, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. The lyrics will be projected. Well, good morning and welcome to all for our annual water communion, but also our second week of our month-long exploration of the theme of the gifts of welcome. You know, we have a monthly ministry theme each month, and for this month, we are exploring the many gifts of welcome. It is a gift to be part of a welcoming community that invites and encourages each of us to really think about and then put into action what it means to welcome others. We strive, we want to be a community that simply doesn't say we welcome, but one that really works to be a place where we expand the circle of welcome ever wider. We want to live our connections. We want to be richer by the variety in our own lives because of the different people who make up our circles of connection and community. It helps us remember that we are part of the larger human family in all of its diversity and wonder. So welcome. We are glad you are here, and we extend a special welcome to our choir this morning, who will now offer us a song. Thank you, choir, for that beautiful gift of music and also for the gift of helping us all remember. Today is a special day. It is our Ingathering Sunday, a day that unofficially marks the start of our new church year. Water communion is an important day, an important ritual, an important service for our congregation and also for so many other Unitarian Universalists around the country. The first Unitarian Universalist water communion service was created by a circle of UU women 43 years ago, and we thank them for their inspirational leadership. It's created something that has lasted far beyond what they probably even could imagine. This ritual is designed to renew us and to reconnect us to one another, and also to connect us to the larger circle of care and concern and to even the great interconnected web of life of which we are all a part. We use water in our ritual because it is the source that sustains life. Science tells us that our bodies are made up of about 70% of water, and that water molecules can be found in every part of our bodies. Just imagine that, in every part of our bodies. It's what keeps us healthy. It's what keeps us functioning well. And there are so many other things in the world that are full of water, not just oceans and rivers, but animals and plants and other siblings around us, our human siblings. And what is special about this is it means that water connects us all. It's also true that easy access to clean and safe water is unfortunately not something that everyone has. So today, we also acknowledge the privilege that we have in being able to access clean and safe water. We will continue to advocate that all people have access to clean and safe water as a human right. Today, each of us have been invited to bring water from a place or an activity that has renewed us over the summer. If you brought water this morning, your water could be from your kitchen sink, your bathtub, a garden hose, a nearby stream or pond, or from a trip that you took. We have a special container of water here that represents the water from our friends joining us online this morning. And in a moment, we'll combine all of these different waters as a symbolic act of bringing the gifts of ourselves to this shared community. When we add our waters and intermingle them with the waters of others, we are also renewing our commitment to one another and to our community. It is a truth that we each need to share our water and to share our unique gifts with others, and in turn, we need to be strengthened and sustained by a long, cool, life-sustaining drink that is this community. We are a people bound together by our covenant with one another and by our thirst for a more just and equitable world for all. So today, let us each be water bearers and bring our waters to share and intermingle in the spirit of renewal and in the commitment to our mutual liberation. As we do this, we pray that the rain of compassion continues to fall for all of our days. And as we hear a musical meditation from John, I'm going to invite you to exit your pew from the center aisle, turn to the Rugby Road entrance, and proceed to the back of the sanctuary and around forming two lines, one to the right and one to the left. And you are invited to come forward and add your water to our communal bowl. If you did not bring water with you today, we have extra containers next to the bowl that you are invited to add, bringing your own thoughts, wishes, dreams, hopes as you add that water. Everyone is invited to come forward. And if you need someone to add some water for you because of a mobility issue that prevents you from coming forward, please let us know and we'll have someone add water from you to the bowl. We invite you to think on where and when this water has come, what it means to you, and to offer your silent hopes or prayers for the year to come. Let us begin our ceremony of water communion. And now that we have added our water to our common bowl, I will add the water from last year's water ceremony that has been boiled and purified, as will this water, but also used in our rituals of child dedication and other ceremonies, which is what will happen with this water in the coming year. So we mingle last year's water with this year's water. And now that we have collected our waters, let us bless the water together. I invite you, if you feel so moved and comfortable, to hold your hands up to send your blessings to our beautiful bowl and the water it contains. Please repeat after me. May the love that surrounds us, and the love that sustains us, bless this water. May we be ever mindful of the gift of water, how it connects us to one another and to life itself. Amen. And blessed be.
There we go. I'm all here. Thank you, Reverend Leah, for leading us in that beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Just want to invite us into a very brief time of reflection and meditation. I invite you to relax your body. If you're carrying any tension up here, just relax. I carry it out every day. So let's just take a few moments just to be together in the peace, the serenity, and the shared silence. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
As our water communion ritual symbolizes, we are an interconnected community that cares for one another. Part of how we embody this care is by making time each week to share the joys and sorrows we hold in our hearts. I will now share what was submitted before worship this morning.
This community offers its love and support for what is closest to our hearts. And another way that we show our care for one another is through our financial gifts. We share both within our community and within the congregation. Our social action collection for the month of September is the Living Energy Farm. Living Energy Farm is a community and sustainable technology development center in Louisa, Virginia. And since 2010, the farm has lived off the grid, demonstrating and promoting sustainable technologies that are accessible to everyone. Rachel is going to show us the slide for social action giving, and those who would like to make a donation right now are welcome to do so. In addition to giving online, if you would like to give today to our social action recipient via cash or check, please use the social action collection envelopes that are around you in the pew. You can place your offering in the envelope, but please do not seal the envelopes as we reuse them. Along with our social action collection, each week we invite everyone into the spiritual practice of generosity by giving to the ministries of this congregation. Through your pledges and with the weekly Sunday morning offering, together our financial gifts support and sustain our congregation. This is our shared ministry. During the music that follows, you may choose to make your Sunday morning offering using the text address or by going to our website. And here in the sanctuary, you may place cash or checks in the collection plates as they are passed. Let us dedicate all the many gifts we share with one another by saying our words. We accept your gifts with gratitude. May we use them wisely for the highest good. Celebrate the many gifts of welcoming. Reverend Tim and I would like to share a story with you this morning entitled Anansi and the Pot of Wisdom. It is based on a folk tale told by the Ashanti people of the African country of Ghana. And our telling today is an adaptation by Jessica York.
The story begins, Anansi the spider loves to spin a tale. I think we might have a picture. There's Anansi. He can regale you for hours with stories full of wonder, stories full of fun, and stories full of facts, too. Because he is so nosy, Anansi knows almost everything about almost everybody. Almost.
But Anansi wants to know everything. So one day, he goes to the house of the sun god. Oh, mighty sun god, you see everything and everyone. Won't you share your great wisdom with me? I'll use it wisely to spin tales of wonder and fun for everyone.
The sun god says, Anansi, I will put all the wisdom in the world here in this clay pot. You must share this wisdom with everyone. Anansi promises to do so.
So Anansi takes the pot home. He looks deep into the clay pot, and sure enough, he sees sights he has never seen before. He hears sounds that he did not even know existed. This is too good to give away, he says. I'm going to keep this great wisdom for myself. I must hide it. And he looks around for a good hiding place.
Anansi decides to climb to the top of the tallest tree. There he will tie up the clay pot and the leafy branches will hide it. He starts climbing the tree, holding the pot in front of him. The climbing is hard. Have you ever climbed a tree while holding a pot? Anansi wishes he had 9 limbs.
His youngest daughter is outside and sees what a hard time Anansi is having. Father, she says, it would be easier if you tied the pot to your back. Then all your limbs would be free for climbing.
Do you think Anansi is happy to get good advice from his daughter? Think again. She is right, that would be easier. Why is it some young pup thinks of this when I, who possess all the wisdom of the world, did not? Anansi gets so angry that he throws the pot to the ground.
He throws the pot to the ground. What? What do you think happens? All the wisdom of the world comes flowing out of the pot. Some of it falls here, some of it falls there, but everyone gets some of the wisdom.
And that is why even today, wisdom is everywhere. If you listen to the stories spun from storytellers all around the world, you will hear it.
So, thus ends our story. But let's talk about it for a minute. Do you think that there is wisdom found everywhere in the world? Yeah, absolutely. But what do you think about Anansi throwing the pot down? Selfish, yeah, kind of like, I don't know. What might you have done instead of throwing the pot down? Anybody? Oh, Julie said she would have just poured the wisdom out. Yeah, wouldn't have wanted to keep it all for yourself, but you would have been okay with sharing it. And Ginny says, yeah. What else might he have done instead of having what sounds like a temper tantrum? Ask for help, says Patty. Yes, wow, asking for help. That is a great idea. Yeah. Such an... Thank the daughter for good advice. Yes, Raven. Yes, way back in the back.
What if we had compassion for how heavy that pot must have been and how hard it was for him to be holding it?
Yeah.
Smashing it might have been a pretty rational.
Oh, interesting. So another idea that maybe smashing it wasn't such a reactionary idea, that it was heavy, although it does sound like he got a little angry. But you're right. We could have some compassion for the fact that he was hauling this heavy pot up a tree because he wanted to hide it, because he didn't want to share it. Maybe, yeah, we might be able to find some compassion for him. Yeah. But, this story makes me think about how many times we hear about a pot as part of a story in a wisdom tale. I bet you could think of some other stories that involve a pot. I mean, we've got a beautiful clay pot in front of us this morning. Anybody think of another story that has to do with community and a pot? Stone soup, absolutely, yeah. So wisdom stories, wonderful stories that help us think and learn and grow. And our pot, our very beautiful pot this morning, full of wisdom that we all contributed to, and wisdom that we will share with the wider world. Even those of us who are feeling grumpy, or try and hide, or need compassion or help. Yeah. So this makes me think of another thing, Tim. And actually, I actually want to invite the board to help with this, because we were reflecting on how this was a story about a spider and how we were gathering as a multi-generational community this morning. And so I said to the board at the retreat yesterday, we're going to sing a special song. And everybody on the board knew this song. And they said that they would help lead it this morning. So board members, please rise. And I want to invite Kelsey and Matthew and Isaac to come forward. I think this is a song everybody knows. Its motions go like this. Anybody remember what this song is? Yeah. So Scott, give us a pitch. All right, you ready? The itsy bitsy.
Nice job. Good job, Isaac. Good job. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much, everybody. And I bet you all didn't know that we also have a board choir here at the UU Congregation of Charlottesville. I don't know if the board knew that either, but here they are. So, well, Reverend Leah, thank you so much for finding that wonderful story. And I just wanted to say a quick word about the relationship between all the wisdom that is in the world and that lives in each and every one of you, and our theme this month of welcoming. And you know, welcoming is such an important part of Unitarian Universalism and in every Unitarian Universalist congregation, including and especially this one. We strive to welcome all people into our community and into our faith. We don't exclude because of what people believe or who they love or their gender orientation or their race, or we welcome the whole human family. But one of the many reasons that we strive to be so welcoming is that we need everyone's wisdom. We need all of your gifts. We are a congregation that wants to come together and put the love that we feel for one another into action, both inside our congregation and out into the world. So it's so perfect that our theme of welcoming and everyone having wisdom is happening today, when we are now inviting you in a couple of minutes to go into the social hall and go to the service fair. I hope you'll go in there and think, you know, I want to be part of this love in action. I've got love in my heart that I would like to share, and I've got gifts to share. So I hope you'll go in there and talk to many, many, many of our leaders, and perhaps find that place where you can share your wisdom with all of us and with the wider world. So, very good. So let's now rise in body or spirit and join in singing our closing hymn. I believe it's number 1074, Turn the World Around, and the words will be on the screen. So please rise.
ancient spirit is the sunlight, turn the world around. We are of the Spirit, truly of the Spirit. Only can the Spirit turn the world around.
As Reverend Tim extinguishes the chalice, I offer this benediction with the words of Kent McCusick. In the name of all that is holy, may the connections between us inspire and sustain us. May the flame of life within us and amongst us be a sacred reminder that we are called to serve. We are called to grow and to love as we continue this journey of transformation. Go in peace, go in love. Amen, and blessed be.
Bye, everybody. That was fun. I hope there were some other people dancing.
Not dancing, but singing.
Good.
Singing.
Yay.
Kathy, how's your ankle doing?
It's coming along. I mean, it's supposed to take a year and it's halfway there. How are
Estelle,
you doing?
Doing all right, thank you.
I saw you at Fridays after 5, Estelle, but you were on your way out, so I don't think you saw me.
No, I didn't. No. Yeah, that was the last one of the season.
Yeah, it was nice music.
Too hot for me.
Way too hot, I know. Bye, everybody. Gotta go to work.
Bye-bye, Deborah.
I've got an auction event, so I'm heading out too. So long.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.